Hello and good evening, everybody. We are at Winchester State Park, located in Winchester, Idaho, located 5 hours north of Boise, Idaho. And it is an absolutely amazing campground. There is so much to do here. It's got a wonderful wilderness scene to it. Lots of trees, lots of wildlife, lots of things to do. And the most interesting part that I had found out is that the town of Winchester, where this is located out of, just literally right around the corner down the street, the town has a population of about 302 people, 304 people. And the most funny part about the whole thing is that when the town residents back in the I believe it was like the late 1800s were sitting around in a town hall trying to think of a name for the town as well as create a school district, and one guy happened to look over in the corner of the room where there was a bunch of rifles, and they were Winchester rifles. So no one could come up with a name, so they all agreed, wait, let's call it Winchester. And so that's therefore how the town got its name, Winchester, Idaho. The town has a butcher, from what I saw, a gas station with really, really expensive gas, and a little convenience store with really, really, really expensive frozen pizzas. But it's a great place to go and top off if, in case you forgot something at home, like ketchup, mayo, mustard, I don't know. It's just a real close place. Otherwise, you'll have to drive 33 miles north of here to Lewiston, which is the major city close to here. And take and buy all your stuff there. They've got a Costco, they've got Albertsons, different fast food places. They even got a casino, which is really fun to play. And so, so here we are over in Winchester State Campground. The campground houses an amphitheater, which they play different movies or different documentaries, depending on what it is. I don't know, it changes every week. And the only bummer part about that is it's an absolutely gorgeous amphitheater, and a lot of fun, but they only use it once a week. And it seems like on Saturdays is the only time they utilize it to play anything. So unfortunately, when we had arrived here, I think it was on a Sunday, and we're actually leaving tomorrow. So we're kind of fell within that gap where I'm not going to be able to, show you guys anything really about it. But this campground has a mass amount of trails. This thing has trails everywhere that if you wanted to go hiking, they got lots of trails going down to the lake, which I'll show you guys here in just a moment. And the amount of wildflowers and wildlife, apparently they have bears and a mountain lion, or cougar, I guess same thing, I don't know. Which I'm glad I didn't run into them, but I did find a dead deer the other day, which made me go in and ask, exactly what does live here? Because I know no chipmunk did this. And so she said that, yeah, they do have a bear problem this year. And I did not know that. So very, very interesting. But the check-in procedure is real easy. As you pull in, there is a front, kind of like a guard shack type of a deal, where you go in, you don't go in, you just pull up there in your car, and the lady will take your information, I don't know, ask for your reservation, tell you what loop you're in, and then off you go. And that brings up to the next point, is there's 3 loops in the campground. There's the Appaloosa, there's the Bitterroot, and the Camas Loop. Now, keep in mind that if you are wanting to book a reservation, the Appaloosa loop houses your yurts, which there's like 3 or 4 of them. And there is also just dry camping over there. So if you have a generator, cool. If not, then you just go in tent camping. You definitely want to take and figure it out at that point. But keep in mind, there's no hookups, no power, no nothing. It's just straight dry camping. Now, the Bitterroot and the Camas Loop, those both have electrical and water hookups, but as far as I know, there is 0 sewer, meaning like full hookups. So there's none of that. And so you'll want to plan accordingly with that as well. There is one tall building, which kind of sits right in the middle of pretty much the whole campground, I guess you would say. And it has 2 male showers, 2 female showers, and then a handicap shower. So there's 2 in the guys, 2 in the girls, and 1 handicap for the whole campground. The whole campground. I know it's that's probably the biggest con I can think of. Is it would have been nice if there was a way that they could have in each loop placed their own set of showers, because as far as what I've seen, there's just none besides what's up here. And also in that building with the showers, it's this building right behind me, that's what I'm talking about, there is flush toilets, so that's nice. Otherwise, you'll see little restrooms scattered throughout the different campsites or campground or the different loops, and they're pit toilets, meaning grab onto the sides and don't fall in, because it's going to be messy. So that part kind of sucks, but to be fair, they do keep them very clean and very well organized, and they don't have a horrible stench to them. So props to the campground for that. What else can I cover? So if you go into the main visitor center, which is just right off to the left of where you check in, there is a gift shop of different things you can buy. It's not very big, but it has some cool stuff. There's also a loaner backpack with bug nets, binoculars for the kids to kind of go exploring, to kind of get out there in nature and kind of see stuff and kind of do stuff. So that's pretty cool. And they also have loaner fishing poles in case you don't have a fishing pole. So that makes it kind of convenient that if you wanted to go out and just have a little bit of fun at the lake. And other than that, it's not a humongous campground. I mean, it's pretty good size, and the spots that are available, there are a handful that I had taken a picture of because I really like them the most, because they hold the largest area to camp in, such as if you wanted to park a trailer, a tent, some sort of like a covered area, or kind of whatever you want. So it's pretty nice. This right here is the Bitterroot Loop right behind me. That's one of the full hookup sites. So, well, full hookup, what I mean by that is just water and electricity. So I guess it's not full. But what I also really like about here is how green everything is, and the amount of fauna plants, right? Yeah, fauna. Different wild roses, different plants, different colors. The trails that go around the lake, they're absolutely amazing. There's a lot of fun. The place is pretty quiet for the most part. I haven't had any real too annoying people to have to deal with. But I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to just take and fast track ourselves over to the lake, and so I can give you guys a brief look at that, and we'll be right back. And here we've arrived at the lake. The lake is a very fun place if you want to get out and do a little bit of fishing, a little bit of boating, or just kind of just walk some trails. Like I said, there's a trail that wraps around the whole perimeter of the lake right here. I mean, I don't know if you really even call it a lake, but it's a fun place to go to kind of chill. There's some grills set up that you can go have some fun. You can see that car off there in the distance. This wraps all the way around, and there's like a marina of sort on the other side where you can launch a boat, some docks that you can fish off of, or just kind of relax and have a little bit of fun. I'm on a very thin trail right here that one wrong move and I'll end up in the water. So I don't want to end up wet. We're taking off today, heading back to Boise, and in 2 weeks heading to Mexico, There's going to be a lot of really fun times. I'm going to get this video uploaded and edited and put up on the account as quick as I can, because I got to clear off some space, because we're going to be 2 weeks in Mexico, in La Paz and in Mazatlan. So it's going to be a very, very, very fun time. So I hope you guys had a good time with this video. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, and make sure you ring the bell, and that'll get you guys notifications of new content that gets put up. And on that note, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Like I said, it's not like a huge campground, but it's a lot of fun if you're looking to get away for about a week. The weather is a lot cooler than like it is over in Lewiston. Like yesterday in Lewiston, it was like 97 degrees. And over here, it was in the low 80s. So it's a lot higher up, and you're surrounded by a lot of trees right here. So that makes it really nice as far as environment and temperature wise. So on that note, guys, I am going to get out of here and go home as in the trailer, and finish packing up my stuff so I can get out of here, because I am hungry and I want some breakfast. And I'll see you guys super soon. Goodbye.